Across the world's cities, the over-reliance on speculative, developer-led urban renewal models is clear. This imbalance is now challenging the livability of our cities. The risk of financial loss means speculative developments tend to churn out standardized, expensive and franchised urban landscapes. Unsuitably tall glass towers grow around us like weeds, choking the life out of cities and contributing to a lost sense of place among residents. When it comes to cost of living, environmental impacts and social segregation, speculative development has pushed cities into the red. There is a silver lining here. As if an immune response to the disease of affordability, citizens, architects and civic leaders in many cities are taking matters into their own hands and delivering projects that are not driven by developers. Further reading: affordable, sustainable, high-quality urban housing? It's not an impossible dream. Known as intentional or deliberative development, these models offer a way to provide more diverse and affordable ways to live, work and play in our cities. They are aiming for more inclusive, human-scale cities where residents can still feel they belong. How did cities get to this point? Many forces traditionally gave rise to cities of diverse shapes and characters. In more modern times, however, newer forces emerged to dominate the shaping of urban landscapes. Property development became an industry. Land came to be seen as a commodity. Our homes became assets. With this transition came a suite of financial mechanisms, tax systems and other incentives that enable enormous wealth to be made from land development and ownership. Further reading: Explainer, the financial issue of housing and what can be done about it. There is just one hitch with this model: developable land is a finite resource. There is only so much land to support housing and the needs of a growing global population. This puts tremendous pressure on the value of urban land. Speculative development models seek out highest and best use for this land. The aim is to extract the highest profit possible from any given site. This nearly always leads developers and investors upmarket, luxury apartments, premium office buildings, higher-end retail chains and so on. Speculative property development is a high-risk business, so high profit margins are needed to offset the risk. What such calculations do not consider is how this approach can. In this current speculation cycle, housing is the clear investment of choice. And when developers and planning agencies target an area for renewal, the shovels go in and out go the artists, essential workers, established communities and small local businesses. This is the recipe for gentrification, and this pattern has played out for decades in the world's major cities, but right now we are experiencing the biggest gentrification feast the world has ever seen. With cashed-up investors dumping ridiculous sums into the global housing market, our cities are being divided between haves and have-nots, those who are in the market and those who will never have the chance. We are seeing a reverse form of ghettoization, ghettos of the rich, which has prompted progressive Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo to enact new housing policies for her city.